Hi and welcome to another episode of MTV, Monsta TV, episode number 12. Thanks for joining me, and today we are going to talk about the Monsta Colour Wash range, but the exterior colour wash range, which we have just added to the range. It's available from today, and we had lots of people calling us and inquiring about the colour wash they saw on our videos at one of our MTV programs, and also Gina's video where she had shown how on the internal face of brickwork she'd use the colour wash range, and she had shown how an old brown brick home had been painted with our colour wash grey to improve the look of it and make it all look renewed and vibrant. And we had inquiries from many of you that wanted to know whether that could be used externally, and unfortunately the interior grade can't, but we've now released an exterior grade which is UV resistant and weatherproof. So for those of you that got old brick homes where we had many inquiries, cream bricks like this or older bricks like that, you can now apply the colour wash range outside, specifically or particularly on a feature wall or a courtyard area where you might want to give it a bit of a life and can't quite afford the rendering or don't want to render. So here you can see we have our Monsta exterior colour wash green, and you'll see the difference between the effect of the colour wash brushed on in one coat or two coats, and Lizzie's just there in the way, but that is the type of effect that you would get where it goes into the brick joints. You can still see the texture of the brick, and as you know, many of you may have some of those old bricks where they've got quite a pronounced textural feature to them. You'll maintain that with the colour wash range but give it a great new look. All the colours in the interior colour wash are available in the exterior colour wash, there's no restriction. Over here we have the typical cream brick home, and many of you would have seen those, and many have inquired saying their homes are a bit of an eyesore and would like to give it a bit of a facelift. And again, our Monsta Grey, Monsta Colour Wash Grey in one or two coats is applied there, and has really changed the look of that cream brick home. Real simple, just give it a wash down, give the surface a wash down, get rid of anything that might be on there. If you've had sealers on the surface before, you're going to need to give it a good a sugar soap wash and get anything that's may have been out there in the past that could have stuck to the wall from just external environments. So even a nylon brush or a scrubbing brush with a bit of water and soap is a good way to just give it a clean down, give it a wash down later to get all the residue off. If the surface is slightly damp, these paints will still bond, but try and get onto the wall when it's as dry as possible. And as you can see in the middle, we have our pink, and this is simulating a rendered wall, and many of you said you had rendered walls, old rendered walls or old textured walls. This has got a lot of character, this type of pattern, once you put the colour wash on there, and this has been roller applied. So you can see the difference between the paint marks when you're applying colour wash versus the roller marks. Very popular, and we've actually had a few jobs now where pink has been used on walls to lift up in certain landscape environments. A great one to now use outside and lift the appearance of an old cement based rendered wall, whether it be dark or a lighter render. So if you are keen to see more of the colour wash range in exterior life now, it has all the bells and whistles of our exterior makeover. Still is antifungal, got great weather resistance, and won't have mould growing on it from any exterior elements. Just make sure that when you apply it down, you give it a good 24 hours of dry afterwards before you leave it exposed to any rains. Any patchwork you're going to do with the renders or fixing up brickwork or the block wall needs to be done first. So just you can get a bit of sand cement with an additive in there, patch that up. Any of your brick joints that need to be filled, do all that. One of the things you need to be wary of, if you've got any joints in your brickwork that might have silicons or old sealants, particularly with control joints or movement joints, those areas there need to be cleaned down, and you'd be very difficult if they're an old silicon to paint and get a paint to stick over them. So you either might want to put a masking tape over that silicon while you're doing the paint and then pull it off and keep that joint pronounced, or grind that sealant out and put a paintable sealant in there, and then you can colour wash over that and you get that matching look. So If you'd like to know more, you can contact our Monsta Crew. You can go on our Facebook page, or just email or call us and we'll be happy to help you there. But you'll see it now on the website to buy. If you'd like that, it's available in all the sizes that we have, our 1, our 4 and our 10 litre sizes. So there's our exterior colour wash range, a nice simple one to get this week, show off the books. Do you know who Alicia Beth Moore is? This is our paint fact for today. Alicia Beth Moore is Pink, the artist Pink, and while I'm standing right behind this pink rendered wall, I thought I'd use it as one of our facts today. If anyone knows how she got her name, okay, the way she got her name is from being a big fan of one of the Quentin Tarantino films, Reservoir Dogs, where she had, many of her friends said she resembled the character of Mr. Pink. That name stuck with her. She went to market with it as an artist and has made us a very successful career ever since then. So every time you think of pink now, you might want to think of our exterior colour wash wall as well. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you next week. Ciao.